Hello, my name is Michael Romero. I'm 17 from the class of 2016. While I was at Verbum Day High School, I was an ambassador. I was a Mission Advancement Ambassador. I was an ESB. I was in Interact Club and Verbum Action. I live in the city of Los Angeles. I live with my mother, my father, and my two sisters. One of my favorite authors, Viktor Frankl, once put that without suffering and death, human life cannot be complete. And what I took from this is that in our life, we're going to have suffering, whether um, all the time. And then I'm going to talk about one of my experiences. I was in eighth grade, and I was a student that never really asked a lot of questions. I was scared to ask because I felt that I would be ridiculed or be labeled as dumb. So even though I didn't ask a question, I didn't know the information. So my first semester of eighth grade year, I really failed a lot of classes because of this. I learned after this experience that I should always ask questions when I never understand a lesson. So that really shaped who I am because now I ask a lot of questions.
My theology class has taught me about the community by showing me the beauty and turmoil in history. The beauty of our community, I can relate it to my AP Government and Politics class, where we're talking about community empowerment, where individual citizens can propose legislation to the local, state, and national government through its elected members in Congress. And they have different avenues to create, to make their community better by either talking to the city to propose parks, talking to the government to ask for more fundings to create more programs for people in the community to have better lives. So that's the beauty of our community, that we're able to ask different government agencies to empower our citizens and to make the community a better place. Sadly, a turmoil in history has been the Jim Crow laws, where African Americans have been racially targeted. And the reason for this, through the help of my theology class, talking about Plato's allegory in the cave, where the white Southerners had an idea and were stuck in the cave that when you're white, you're superior to other people. And we know that that's simply not right, that race is a social construct and that everybody is equal. And during my time at Verbum Day High School, they make us volunteer, and I spent all 4 years volunteering at my middle school. I would tutor the 7th and 8th graders. And what was interesting about that is, in my life, I was a student that wasn't a high achieving student. And I would look towards role models like the high school students that would come and volunteer. So it's a great pleasure that I was able to go back and change a child's life. So in our theology class, we talked about Johnson's idea of the kingdom of God and shalom. Shalom is an act of kindness. And when we practice shalom, we are practicing the kingdom of God. And while I was tutoring the 8th graders, the act of kindness that I did by spending extra time volunteering with them and staying longer hours to make sure that they got their homework, was practicing shalom, and in terms bringing the kingdom of God on earth. I am Roman Catholic. I have been Roman Catholic since I was in kindergarten. I attended a parochial middle school and elementary school. And coming to high school, it made me view God differently, specifically in our social justice course. When I was in middle school, it was just God this, Jesus this. It was just very narrow focused. And coming into high school, we learned about liberation theology. God is with the oppressed of society. And it just made me think differently about God. And what really helped me grow in my faith was our retreats that we had, especially Kairos, where I know that generally God is with us, and I know that He is with my brothers. And just having them for the 3-day retreat has made my faith stronger, and I've been making better choices with myself. The Dalai Lama said that ultimately it is our mental state that dictates whether or not we're happy. So when there is situations that I failed, I can make it better by thinking positive and learning from it. So family and friends are truly important in my life. I really value the friends that I have and my family members because I know that um, when I face difficult challenges, I know that they're there for me, which is why I truly value them. Elizabeth Johnson, Distinguished Professor of Theology at Fordham University, defines shalom as a peace experience, not only as the absence of war, but as a fulfillment of life. My name is Michael Romero, and I'll be studying political science at Marist College. This is how I bring shalom in my community and the world, and I am the hope for the future.